day, beloved. I want you to listen carefully today because this is not just another message. This message can change the way you live, the way you think, and the way you walk in your destiny. Today, we are talking about something so simple yet so powerful, something that determines whether your life is full of blessing or full of struggle, and that is this: put God first. I want you to ask yourself, what do you chase every day? Money, status, relationships, education, recognition? And yet, in the midst of all your running, you forget the source of every blessing, the author of every opportunity. That's why many people feel tired, frustrated, and unfulfilled, even when they have everything they thought they wanted. But listen carefully. If you stay with me till the end of this message, I promise you this: your priorities will change, your focus will shift, and your life will never be the same again. I'm not just talking about inspiration, I'm talking about guidance for your destiny. Stay with me because what I'm about to share will reveal the secret that successful, fulfilled, and purposeful people already know. The moment you put God first, everything else begins to fall into place. Put God first in everything. Put God first in everything you do, in every thought, in every decision, in every relationship. Many people wake up every day thinking about what they want, what they need, what they will gain, and they forget the source of all things. The problem is not that you work hard. The problem is that you work hard without recognizing who gives you strength to work at all. You see, when you put God first, your priorities are aligned with your purpose. Everything else, your career, your money, your family, your education, falls into place naturally. But when you put yourself first, you chase after empty promises, and you end up frustrated, exhausted, and unfulfilled. God must be first because He is the source, the origin, the beginning, and without the beginning, there is no end. Everything is by God's grace. Everything you have, everything you think you earned, everything you hold in your hands, it is by the grace of God. Your talents, your intelligence, your opportunities, your health, your family, even your very breath. None of it is yours by right. It is all a gift. When people begin to take credit for what only God gives, pride enters and pride destroys. Do not be deceived into thinking that because you work hard, it is yours alone. Your success, your achievements, your influence, these are entrusted to you for a purpose, not for your ego. If you fail to recognize the grace in your life, you will misuse it, waste it, or lose it. Grace is the invisible hand of God that protects, guides, and elevates you, and it is the same hand that can remove everything if you forget the source. Discipline and consistency. Putting God first is not a one-time decision. It is a lifestyle, and lifestyle demands discipline. Many people pray on Sunday, worship for an hour, then forget God for the rest of the week. They wonder why their lives are filled with confusion, failure, and frustration. Discipline means structuring your life around God's principles every day, not only when it is convenient. Consistency is the engine of progress. Without it, even the best intentions fade into disappointment. You must speak to God before you speak to the world, seek His guidance before making decisions, and acknowledge His hand in everything you do. The person who is disciplined and consistent in putting God first is the one who will rise above chaos, who will be protected in danger, directed in uncertainty, and elevated in every area of life because God honors the one who honors Him daily. Misplaced priorities lead to emptiness. Many people live their entire lives chasing things that do not last, thinking that wealth, fame, or achievements will satisfy the heart. They wake up every morning with ambition, but they have no direction, no purpose, and no understanding that the true source of fulfillment is God. You can build houses, fill your bank account, drive fancy cars, and achieve recognition, but if God is not first, all of it is emptiness. People are exhausted because they are running after temporary things, and when the excitement fades, they are left hollow, wondering why life is so unfulfilling. Misplaced priorities destroy vision, waste time, and steal joy. You cannot serve God and serve self at the same time. If God is not first in your life, everything else you chase will always feel incomplete, unsatisfying, and meaningless. Serve others as God's reflection. The most selfish thing you can do in life is fail to serve others. Many people spend their lives focused on themselves, how to get more, how to succeed, how to be recognized, and they do not understand that true success is measured by what God can do through them. Service is not just an act of kindness, it is the reflection of God's own heart through you. When you lift someone, when you teach, when you guide, when you bless, you are cooperating with God's purpose. Those who serve discover a joy that wealth cannot buy, a satisfaction that recognition cannot give, and a fulfillment that fame cannot create. The moment you choose to bless others, God begins to open doors for you, protect you, and direct your steps because His kingdom operates on the principle of giving. If you live only for yourself, you are living empty. But if you live to serve, you will experience life full and complete. Thankfulness as a daily practice. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a discipline, a principle, a lifestyle. Many people wait until they receive blessings to thank God, but that is backwards. True faith thanks God in advance because gratitude acknowledges His hand even before you see the results. When you wake up each morning, do not rush to your day without recognizing His goodness. Speak it, declare it, and live it. Thank God for your life, for your family, for your health, for understanding, for wisdom, for provision. When you cultivate a heart of thankfulness daily, it aligns your mind with His favor, it strengthens your spirit, and it positions you to receive more than you can imagine, because God honors the thankful heart above all. Avoid chasing temporary things. Many people spend their lives running after things that will not last: money, status, possessions, fame, and they believe these will satisfy their hearts. But the truth is, these are temporary, fleeting, and powerless to bring real fulfillment. You can fill your life with things, yet still feel empty inside. The world teaches you to chase what is visible, but God calls you to value what is eternal. When you put God first, your priorities shift. You begin to invest in what lasts: your character, your purpose, your relationships, your contribution to others. Those who chase temporary things end up tired, frustrated, and disappointed. But those who seek eternal value experience joy, peace, and a life aligned with God's design. God first leads to purpose and destiny. When you put God first, your life finds direction. Without Him, you wander aimlessly, chasing dreams that are not yours and living a purpose that belongs to someone else. God designed you for a unique calling, a destiny that only you can fulfill. Your talents, your passions, your experiences, they are all clues pointing to the purpose He placed in your heart. To discover your true destiny, you must prioritize God above ambition, above fear, above distraction. When God is first, every step you take aligns with His plan. Doors open at the right time, and your life begins to produce results that reflect His glory rather than your struggle. Humility attracts favor. Humility is the secret that opens doors that pride cannot. When you acknowledge God in everything you do, you position yourself for His guidance, protection, and blessing. Pride leads to mistakes, arrogance blocks wisdom, and self-reliance invites failure. But the humble heart is teachable, obedient, and sensitive to God's direction. Those who walk in humility attract favor because God lifts the lowly and exalts the obedient. To succeed in life, to fulfill your purpose, and to experience peace, you must practice humility daily, recognizing that every achievement, every opportunity, and every blessing comes from Him and not from your own effort. Honor God to receive blessings. When you put God first and honor Him in every area of your life, you unlock his favor and provision. Blessings are not earned by effort alone. They flow to those who recognize the source of all good. To honor God means to obey his principles, respect his word, and align your actions with his purpose. Those who live for themselves may achieve, but they will never experience true fulfillment or lasting success. God honors the one who honors him, and when you place him above ambition, above fear, above everything else, doors open, wisdom flows, protection surrounds you, and your life begins to reflect his glory in every area. Beloved, let us reflect on what we have learned today. Life is not about chasing temporary things, seeking recognition, or measuring success by possessions alone. Life is about putting God first in every area. Your thoughts, your decisions, your relationships, your work, and your purpose, everything you have, every opportunity, every talent, every blessing is by his grace. Discipline and consistency are required to honor him daily. Humility and service are not optional. They are the gateway to favor and joy. Thankfulness is the key that opens doors, even before blessings appear. When you put God first, your priorities align, your steps are directed, and your destiny unfolds according to his perfect plan. You will experience joy, peace, protection, and fulfillment that cannot be bought, earned, or manufactured. Remember, you cannot take wealth or recognition to the grave. True success is measured by what God accomplishes through you and the lives you touch. Make him first, and everything else will find its rightful place. Thank you for staying with me today. If you are ready to live a life of purpose and experience God's favor, hit subscribe to Dr. Myles Munroe Teachings and join our community of people putting God first every day. Comment below, "I choose God first," and let us celebrate the start of your breakthrough together. Remember, your destiny begins the moment you align your life with him. So live with purpose, live with faith, and put God first in all things.